guys, what's up and welcome back to another edition of Tool Tech Tuesday. Tonight, we're talking pressure washers. Earlier this year, if you guys remember right, I changed out the pump on my horizontal shaft pressure washer. Well, I wanted to do the same thing, but this time do something just a little bit different and do a vertical shaft pressure washer also. These are just as easy to replace if you guys have a bad one. Let's face it, you're going to use them at the beginning of the year, you're going to put them in the shed, you're going to forget about it. Next year rolls around and you're going to realize that you forgot to take that in the house and your pump froze if you live in a cold climate. Well, there's a company out there that has it taken care of. This company is called ATIMA. These pumps are available on Amazon. This is a vertical pump. This is a 3200 PSI pump and it comes in right at about $80. These pumps are just as good as the factory. To replace this Troy-Bilt 2900 PSI pressure washer is going to be on the $200 range, or you can just replace the pump for 80 bucks. If you guys are interested, I'll put a link in the description for this pump, and also they have a vertical or a horizontal pump available too. This one has the thermal relief valve, it has the pressure relief, it has your water inlet and it has your water outlet, and it also has soap suction. So it's going to be a complete swap and have all the same characteristics as the pump that's on here already. So all you need is just a few tools to be able to change this. I will tell you, with a vertical shaft pressure washer, you are going to take into consideration that the engine and the pump down here are sandwiched in between the frame. So when you take the pump loose, the engine is going to be free from the frame also. So I wouldn't have it laying on its side or anything like that. I would just go ahead and leave it sit just like this, and that'll still give you plenty of room to be able to slide it up on the engine shaft. So these come in, most of the times, these shafts are 7/8. A horizontal shaft are 3/4. So that's one thing you gonna want to take into consideration. Make sure that you're getting the correct shaft size for said pressure washer. If you need to, go ahead and pull the pump off, measure the shaft, and make sure you get the correct one. Most of them are a keywayed pump, so you're gonna have to have that keyway in there that you pull out, or some of the pumps may come with an extra keyway. Also inside the box is going to be a package of hardware. There's some bolts, some nuts, some washers, you got your suction line, and then there is a new keyway inside there also. So right now we're going to grab some tools, we'll go ahead and get this pump removed and get ready to install the new one. Alright, to change this out, all you're going to need is a couple hand tools. Everything was new enough and good enough shape that as you took the bolts out, the old one just fell right off. Before I put the new pump on, we're going to go ahead and clean the shaft off just a little bit. Going to go ahead and take the old keyway out. We're going to go ahead and install the new keyway that comes with the new pump. And I'm going to put some anti-seize on the female end portion of this pump. We'll go ahead and line the keyway up and put the new pump in place. Using the new hardware, we'll go ahead and tighten up the bolt. Alright, with just a couple of basic hand tools and about 5 minutes of time, it was relatively simple to change out that pressure washer pump. Now, it only took me about 5 minutes. That's not saying every single one of them is going to be that easy. It just so happens this one was very easy to change. It wasn't froze on the shaft. It came off relatively simple. I loosened the bolts, it fell right off. In most cases, that's going to happen, but there may be some instances out there where you're going to have to actually pry that pump off. So right now we're going to take this outside, try it out, and see how well it performs. All right, before we take it outside, there's one last thing that I want to show you. On most of these vertical pressure washers, the piece that goes bad a lot of times because of people taking these hoses on and off all the time, I'm guilty of it myself on one that I've had before, is getting this aluminum cross-threaded with the brass hose that goes on there. I've actually taken and cut 2 threads off of these before and so I could get my hose on there. But these are removable. There's an O-ring fitting on this end. But if you just want to delete that altogether, you can pick one of these up. These are available at Lowe's, Home Depot, Menards, wherever you guys so choose to shop at. And what this is a quick connect for your hose, and then this just goes on there, and then you never have to take it off again anymore, because now you have a quick connect. And then you can get the corresponding piece that goes on your hose and on your spray wand if you so choose. All right, we got the pressure side hooked up. We got the water side hooked up. The water is on. I want to go ahead and grab the trigger and get all the air bled out of there. It's just something I do. It's probably not necessary. I just like to make sure and have water in my pump for that cooling factor. These pumps are sold sealed with oil already in them, and they're maintenance free. Alright, after finishing cleaning up his bike, I would say ATIMA's got it covered pretty good. If you guys are in the market, like I said, there is a link in the description below. They do have a vertical and also a horizontal pressure washer pump. So if I can find both of them, I will put links in the description. And then they also have a website. I'll also add that if you want to check out their website. They also offer a whisper generator. So one thing I did notice, since we're picked up 700 PSI of pressure, the engine is bogging just a little bit, so I may want to adjust the pressure on it a little bit just to see if we can't get that engine out from under such a heavy load. One thing I found a little bit disappointing, it's a limited warranty and it's only 90 days. I guess if you're not an abuser, I think it should be just a little bit more, maybe a year warranty. But you got to be able to prove it wasn't because of misuse too. So I understand the 90-day warranty, but I also think it could be a year, my only opinion. As far as the plunger pump, great. It's a cheap alternative than replacing, a $200 pressure washer. You can get it replaced for $80. So I guess that's pretty much all I have. If you guys don't mind, hit that like button, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you have not already done so, and we'll see you guys in the next one.